Valentine's Day in Rimby.
Trust me, no.
Wives.
Okay, so this is the first time falling on a Valentine's Day. That place is going to be fucking happening on the Saturday night.
It's the unofficial, unexpected, and unfiltered Canadian motocross race review, featuring Ryan the Noof Lockhart and Ryan Gauld and Ken Cadden.
Woo! Yeah! Keep going north, boys! Woo! Solid cookie on the outside, pure frosting all alone.
Without further ado, it is time now for the Canadian Motocross Unfiltered podcast, brought to you by Racetech Suspension. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this one has been a hassle. This one right here in the middle of winter, January 28 at 6:58 p.m., we finally are able to drop the hammer on what we consider the best, the greatest, the Tim Hortons double-double of Canadian motocross podcasts. We are ready to go here. Canadian Motocross Unfiltered. Big shout out once again to Racetech, racetech.com, supporting riders like Jaden Riley, supporting riders like Ryan Lockhart, who is retired though, but he was only the fastest he's ever been because of Racetech, supporting riders like Ryan Gauld, the fattest man on a blue crew, according to Kevin Tyler, if you listen to Pulp MX, jerk.
I did hear that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I knew you would. You came in smelling like a rose again. Yeah. All right, we're going to get into stuff like that.
I was irritated at the beginning, and then once he did that, then I forgot about all the negativity things. So.
Noof, do you get it? Does it make you feel good when people shit on me? Like I feel good about when people shit on you outside of our little circle?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? Is that mean of us? Ken, you be the therapist here right now. Me and Noof are married. And when we're not with each other, we shit on each other. But when we're with each other, we love each other.
Yeah.
So in the therapist group, would you say this is healthy or unhealthy?
I think it's healthy. Like just knowing what your relationship is, I don't think it would work any other way. Just from spending time with you.
I'm not happy that Ryan won't satisfy me in the needs in our marriage right now, and I wish we could open this up a little deeper. No, just kidding away there. Not a lot of news. A lot of not news, and those voices online. Once again, I'm Ryan Gauld, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ken Catton and, of course, Ryan the New Flockhart are the voices of Canadian Motocross Unfiltered. Not a lot of news in the last few weeks here. A couple of negative things here. I guess we got to get to those first. And Noof, I'll go to you because this is the big one because it would be coming this weekend. You would actually probably be there. Yeah, probably not right now, but leaving or flying out here.
I'd be leaving tomorrow.
You'd be leaving tomorrow. Calgary Arena Cross canceled literally 3 days after the Toronto Arena Cross, which seemed very successful as far as fan turnout, being part of the Toronto Motorcycle Show. Rider turnout, that was not that great, but the amateur side was really good. It is a shame, Noof, but I mean, this isn't something that's new in the Jetworks era of running events. Now, this particular event really doesn't have anything to do with them per se. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not getting the paperwork or anything, but it kind of comes down, I guess, since the new year, since January 1st, the American border, Canadian border, they're not playing well together. And we lose a race because of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good. I mean, I had said it multiple times. Anytime you're canceling anything, is not good. I mean, yeah, of course, there's some unforeseen circumstances that can happen, but I mean, first I heard it was the border, then I heard it was the water issue, but then I heard that none of that mattered and everything was taken care of. It just
What's the water? Oh, there was a drought or something there.
No, there was something to do with the city water and the city building. I don't even know where I heard that one, but then I heard from another source that you would think would know that said all that was bullshit and it's just not happening. So I don't know.
It's hard to kind of gather like damn it, we just didn't get this one. It should have went. Man, maybe next time we'll be better. They'll fix it. It's hard to get that sort of feeling, Noof, around this?
Well, I feel like if you look back at it, I mean, I think we all kind of thought this when that schedule came out. It was like, oh wow, 2 Canadian rounds and Memphis, Tennessee in the middle of it, and Toronto to Memphis to Calgary to, I don't know where the next one is.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
Yeah, I think it was just a lot to bite off, and
Arizona next week, Noof. Arizona.
Yeah, Prescott, Arizona.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, man! Like that's a lot. So it's like, did it just get rushed out? And this looks like a great idea on paper, but then as things were moving along, and I do believe, and I have every reason to believe, and I believe you told me that they did have a hell of an issue at the border getting across, and whatnot for Toronto. So I think that probably I just think it just seems, I mean, will you ever know the exact truth? Who knows? I mean, I think we can all speculate, but I just think it was just too much.
So you know who loses the biggest, Noof? I'm going to tell you who loses the biggest in this one. Sarah, my TD Bank representative that I go to just down the road from my house when we get our race tech support and other checks. I got to go there because they're too big for the phone stuff, right? We get this money. We're so rich over here. I go there and I talk to this lady. Well, she's involved in motocross. Her grandson has a bike and this and that. Well, lo and behold, about 2 months ago, this lady we're just shooting the shit. She's like, oh, I'm going to Calgary at the end of January. And I'm like, oh, no way. Hey, she's going to watch the Flames on January. I think they play on the 31st would have been the Saturday. I think they play the Saturday night. Mm-hmm. I'm like, hey, there's a race literally next door. She bought tickets.
Oh, no way.
She bought tickets. I just went in there 2 days ago. She's like, oh, I got my refund on the tickets. What happened? And I got it, telling her right there. I'm like, oh, these promoters, they suck there. They didn't run everything there in Calgary. No, but yeah, Sarah at my TD Bank from Ontario, 10 minutes from my house. Her and her husband were going on a trip to Calgary. They were going to go out and they were going to come on the Friday night and watch the race. And they can't.
Should I be mad that, well, one, I'm happy because I did get my refund.
less.
So should I be mad about that or just not care? Like, is that just life in general that I got
the $16 or $11?
I think it was $14 or $16. It wasn't that big of a deal, but I obviously noticed that the refund wasn't the same as the transaction.
Well, I mean,
should I just not care?
Ken, what do you think?
I don't think that's a refund.
Because like when we do, like if we do returns or refunds here at Matrix, they get exactly what they paid. Like if there was shipping involved, if there was anything, like depending on the scenario, I guess. But like here, like, I mean, it wasn't that I just like called up AMA Arena Cross and said, hey guys, I can't make it. Can I get a refund? Okay. Yeah. Kind of on me. This was out of my control. Now $14, $16, whatever it was, whatever. But I mean, I feel like some people would care.
Well, I mean, I guess and Ken, you can allude to this, but when you go to these types of things, whether it's like your Ticketmasters or your online vendors there's always like the third party that's involved collecting because the money never goes right to your bank account. I can even use ammo as an example, right? You go to Live Laps, you get your membership, but the money actually goes into PayPal because you can't. I don't really know what the reason is, but it just doesn't go into your bank account. You have to use a PayPal or if you guys use like a Stripe, right, for Future West. So there's always a fee involved there, and maybe you just can't get that back, I guess. Is that how
but
that
it's a cancellation of an event. I feel like the event organizer has to take that responsibility on. Now, I'm not trying to stir the fucking water here, but
yes, you are, and I love every minute of it. That's why we got you right now, buddy. But seriously, like
that would be money technically out of their pocket then, because yes, I do understand the transaction fees or whatever account that it would have been to. Now, if I paid $250 for entry fees, they don't get $250. They probably get 230 some or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
So I do understand that. I do understand that. That's fine. But in this scenario, like I feel that the promoter needs to go out of pocket on that to make it completely clean. But
I feel like, you know what, Noof, let's pull it up here. AMA Racing here. We'll get the HR department and I'll get you the email. You can send an email down to them.
I'm not sending an email.
I want the $16. You earned it. You're a hardworking man. You want the $16. But no, I think you're right. That is it. But Ken, I mean, is that just the way of the world? There's all these little simple hidden fees, even if it is a Calgary Arena Cross, but it's coming from America up there. And like you go to a Canucks game or a freaking, I don't even know who the hell plays in your damn province at minus 34 every day, but
nobody.
There's always hidden fees.
Blades.
There's hidden fees everywhere.
Yeah, I don't really buy that explanation. Like, if they can explain,
you get someone on the phone and ask them that.
Okay,
right?
Yeah. Well, if
you call the number and it goes directly to Galdi.
I guess I'd have to know the numbers. Like, how much did Noof pay and how much did he get back, and what's the difference between that? And if that can be explained,
it's like $16,
and you paid $250, something like that.
I'd have to look it back up. It was something around there. I didn't really look. I was just excited that there was a refund in there.
No, and I think that, like Noof said, the promoter has to eat that, because maybe he wouldn't, or the person that made the decision to cancel that whole thing wouldn't have canceled it if that wasn't possible, right? Like if
right,
they would have had to eat that extra money, they go, okay, well, it makes more sense to put this event on and get it done.
Yeah, that's promoter life, right? You're taking the risk, whether it's in the music business or footballs or sports, whatever it is. And actually, now I'll lead into that. So the Memphis, Tennessee one was canceled because of this big storm that just swarmed the mid-eastern United States, Tennessee and Virginias and all that kind of stuff. And the reason why this even became a thing, the building of Memphis, like 2 or 3 years ago, went through this same thing. And I only learned this talking with the Jetworks gang, talking with Justin. And he's like, yeah, they kind of had control over this because 2 or 3 years ago, they ended up moving forward with a race that probably should have been canceled. And certain things didn't show up. Certain people didn't want to pay. So who paid? And it became into this, well, you owe me and I owe this and this owes this and that owe this. And it turned into this big schmozzle of crap. So they just nipped it in the bud before anything. Kind of thing. But
I guess the bummer of it is, and I do believe that, because I know there was other events. GT Arena Cross was canceled. There was a bunch of other shit, and the storm was true. Ironically, the timing wasn't perfect, wasn't great with the cancellation of Calgary. Then, of course, the rumors start flying. I saw, you know what I mean? Like some shit.
It's not good, Adu. You're now a promoter. You might learn this, down the road here doing it, and weather gets in your way. It's a tough. It sucks. It sucks having to do that
especially
shit.
When you have to cancel because of weather, because it is completely out of your control. So that's a bummer. I mean, if you remember a couple of years ago out here, we had to fucking cancel because of the flooding. Remember, we had to cancel rain crosses?
That's
flooding and fucking forest fires and rain. Yeah, it's just, it seems like it's getting tougher and tougher to do things. But anyways, not great, but I was bummed. A bunch of people I don't know how many entries they had or anything. Who knows? It might have been a fucking disaster anyways if it hadn't went off.
Maybe it's a saving grace or a blessing in disguise. Boys, I just literally got a text picture sent to me. It looks like this gentleman is at a Raptors game. Yes, Raptors game, wearing CMXU merch.
Wow.
Wearing the right amount of dumb. Yes, I like that. You ordered some merch, Noof.
I did.
And Ken, you ordered some merch.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you get it?
Soon. No, I haven't got it yet, but it'll be here pretty quick, I think.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think he was waiting on a size for one of your kids or something, or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't know if he texted or messaged you, email. He messaged me, said, I'm getting a couple more in here. Yeah. Ken needs extra length on his, specifically made.
Yeah.
Noof, are you excited for your merch?
Yeah.
Are you going to wear it? Like, are you going to fucking wear it this time?
Yeah, I am going to wear it. I told you.
Like, I got you a code and shit and everything.
You saved fucking Christmas, man. Good job. No, I'm going to wear it because it's not sparkly like the last ones you got done.
Well, you didn't like those, did you?
No, because the color, like it was like
this guy just texts back, I'm a fucking ambassador. Need some Noof money. That's Boogalary. You remember Boogs? You know the Boogs?
Yeah.
Big tall guy. Loving the merch. Big supporter. Thanks,
Boogs.
Boogs.
Motocross the Nations, right?
That's right. He was. Yeah. You visited him, I think. Did you not? Or no?
Never made it there, but I ran into him a couple times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Big fella. Big supporter. Thanks to Boogs. Well, I'll throw him a text back here. Thanks, Boogs. I'm going to say doing next show right now. Doing show right now. And finally showed up. Showed up. Okay. Cancellations, shitty buzz. Sucks out there. Yeah, it just sucks across the board. Whether we'll know the truth or the secrets or why and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Noof's out $16. And maybe, you know what? That puts a smile on my face because that makes Noof angry. And I like it when Noof gets angry.
Not
it's like
that angry.
It's like when he's on the goose. The Noof is loose on the goose.
So is Prescott ready to go? Like it's good?
Yeah, fuck. I don't know, dude. I don't know. You know what? That one should be a home run because it's a Friday night before Phoenix Supercross, right? At oh shit, where is it, Noof? We just talked about this.
Glendale. But I mean, I don't know if that means it's a home run.
Oh, I just feel like how the hell can he cancel that one? Great weather.
No, okay. I guess on that, I don't know if it's going to be.
And it's only Friday. It's only Friday night.
I don't think you're going to see an influx of riders or anything like that.
Yeah, we've already learned that that's not a thing. So, not in this series anyway.
Yeah, I did like seeing that Brees and Thompson went and did Supercross instead. I mean, at least they did something.
Yeah, wow, they're racers. They love to race, right? Yeah. Brees for sure, and Thompson. You know, whatever fence you sit on with him, that guy just likes to ride his dirt bike.
Yeah, gotta give him that.
Okay. Next thing on my list, I like this, Noof, and you gave me a little. It actually gave me a little boost when we talked about this the other day, just you and me on the phone. And you know what, Noof, I appreciate you giving me a phone call. I don't get a lot of phone calls. I'm not like you. Everybody calls me and wants to just talk sports and this and that. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just not a communicator guy. You're answering, but your phone call really gave me a lot of energy the other day. It wasn't just a $16 thing, but you really like what Tanner Ward is doing right now. And I thought that was cool. You being a manager of another team, saying something like that to me, but the guy is he's a racing machine. He is the epitome of what we talk about on these shows all the time. Fucking race, boys. Fucking race. Tanner Ward's doing it.
Well, he's doing what guys used to do in the 90s and early 2000s, right? The fucking racing these races. I like it. I think it's been, I guess if I'm in his shoes, I'd be making a bigger deal of it because it's been pretty low on pretty on the DL, right?
Yeah. He's posting a little bit here and there.
A little bit, but nothing crazy. No. But I think it's great. So he's doing all the winter AMs.
So you being him, if you would be blowing it up more like on the social and sharing this, sharing that, fucking 30s. Yeah. Like in the 90s, Noof, if you want to throw it that way. I mean, you know, we would go race on the Sunday. We'd be at the strip club Sunday night, be hungover Monday morning.
No, I guess he is posting about it, but it's not like, I guess he hasn't been over the top with it, which I guess, yeah, he don't need to be. I mean, he's doing it for part of his training, obviously for the summer. So, you know, when you see these guys down south doing their training, they're not necessarily, you know, blowing things up every day, but I think it's cool that he's racing. And I think that is something different that not a lot of guys are doing these days, right? So whether it be young rookie in the class or old vet in the class, we've talked about it for months and months and episodes that we don't feel like our guys race enough. Now, yes, I get it. There's other circumstances and blah, blah, blah. But he took the initiative. I don't know what his deal is down there, but it looks like he's been down there for a while. They're living in, looks like an Airbnb type situation, and he's fucking racing every weekend.
And, then we throw to the Supercross guys, your Massiangelos. Poor Gibbs wasn't able to race this weekend, and Blake Davies. Like, you love it. You love the kids going out and just racing and sort of putting themselves in the fight, in the war, in the battle to get that next little edge. Now, I don't know if Massiangelo is doing the series up here. I don't know if Gibbs is doing the series up here. Davies is. I'll bring him up in a second here. But it really does, as fans, Noof, we enjoy that. And if there's other fans that listen to our show, which again, we got 3 or 4 of them, they love this shit. They love having a Canadian to cheer for outside of our series. It really is a little boost into dirt bike racing, even though you get to watch Supercross and stuff like that, and you watch your Tomacs and the Sextons and Webbs and whatever. But having that Canadian little injection, it is really it's like our own little thing here, just like the Toronto Arena Cross with Bennick and Morningstar and Dodds and the gang that did it all. You get a little boost. It kind of gives everybody a little jump start into the season.
Yeah, 100%. We're just not overly used to it the last few winters, right? So, I like it. I mean, the Supercross thing's one thing. Obviously, I love that these guys are doing it. But I think that the outdoor thing that Ward's doing with the winter AMs, I mean, that's a perfect. I don't know how tough they are anymore. I mean, they used to be legit back in the day. Like, remember when tons of guys used to do them?
Yeah, I don't think it's as deep as it was at one point. Probably, but it's still gate drops and motos.
Probably not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I like that because he's doing it to switch up his program. I mean, he's a prime example of a guy that hasn't raced a whole lot over the off seasons in the past. I mean, he has done more than some, right? He did Supercross a couple seasons or gave it a go, some arena crosses here and there. But I like it because, I mean, he's been doing the same thing for how many years, and he's looking for that extra little bit of edge, like you said. So I like it.
Do you like, okay, let me ask you this quick before I go over to Ken here. Do you like it? I guess maybe it's different of age, I guess. He's in a different thing. He doesn't want to do Supercross, but like, would you rather see the Davies, Massiangelo, Gibbs type guys doing these type of races if they were chasing the Triple Crown Series, or is it better for those guys in their part of their career to do what they're doing, and Ward is doing that instead of a Supercross path?
It's a touchy one because I don't want to contradict myself, because I do believe, I mean, the 1 year that I did Supercross in 2006, almost the full season, I would argue that it made me a much better, even though I made no mains, I wasn't overly close. Like, I'm kind of like a Blake Davies situation, not super close, but obviously in the night shows, you're still getting gate drops. I would argue that it made me a better rider for the 2006 season, outdoor season. It was one of my best years. Right. Because it did give me some crazy, like, gave me a lot of new confidence and bike skills, blah, blah, blah. So I think for the young guys, like, yeah, you can't knock on, even though, like, Blake, for example, it's like, this is going to sound bad. I'm not overly excited as I was, because I feel that he's still a long ways away from making a main event.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's awesome he's doing it. He's young, though. You got to do. I mean, he's only 16. We forget how young he is. So I think that, in his situation, this is as equally as good for him doing Supercross as it would be saying doing winter amps. Nice. Now, for Tanner Ward, I would think the opposite. He already gave Supercross a stab. He's getting a little bit older. The Supercross dream is not most likely going to happen, right? So he's focusing a little bit more on his summer program. But with these younger guys, I think the Supercross thing's all right. But like I said, I give Davies credit for doing it, and it's going to make him a better rider. It's just, I feel like I'd be so fucking pumped to see him in a main, but I don't know if we're going to see that this season, right? Because it almost feels like, okay, you made so many night shows. When's the main event coming?
Yeah.
To get that next excitement. It's kind of the excitement level for a fan watching has kind of flattened out a little bit, right?
Does it look like he's a little farther from it than he was last year?
No, because
again, this is sorry to say, but I'm from the couch saying that. I'm not.
His qualifying. If you look at it, his qualifying's better, right? So he's closer on the lap, like on the time side, right? So if last year, let's say he was 4 seconds off from the main event, from like the last guy that's making it, to, he's a lot closer. It just seems like his results aren't much better in the races. I mean, dude, he's almost last off every fucking start. He's huge on that motorcycle.
Yeah, I know.
And that's not his fault. That's not his fault. Like, he is a big boy on a 250F, right? So he doesn't have a hope in hell. Like Massiangelo, dude, he's an incredible starter. And, he's whole shot at basically the last 2 LCQs, and he made one, and obviously just about made that other one, which that was exciting. Now I was like all into that. Like, I was sitting on the edge of the couch watching that, yelling at the TV, like, say, watch your fucking back. You know what I mean? Like, you can kind of see what we're coming. So, and Gibbs, same thing. I feel like Gibbs is kind of same as he's been, right? Yeah. I mean, these guys are putting in the time. Like, it's not like they're just like up here in fucking Mission, BC, and they're like, oh, let's go try to ride Supercross. No, that's not what's happening. They're training, they're riding the tracks, they have the bikes. It's really tough, man. There's no way.
It's not simple.
It's not simple. And I mean, you look at, I look at Jorgensen there on the weekend. I mean, he got Massiangelo in the last corner, and then the guy gets 12th in the main event. right? So that just goes to show that there's much more to it than just speed. There's a lot of, racecraft and everything like that in it. And I feel like our guys just don't have that quite yet, right?
Right there. Ken, did you watch Supercross on Saturday? Were you like the same when the Masiangelo watching the LCQ? Are you like on the edge of your seat being a Canadian fan?
Yeah, my kids' hockey tournament ended about an hour and a half before that, and the kids were all sitting around, and I pointed out that this guy's Canadian, and they were all just cheering for him. And yes, they were disappointed, but I think going forward, they'll probably come over for a couple Saturdays in the future, and
Masiangelo's got some new fans in the middle of nowhere, Canada.
Yeah,
that one had to sting though for him. Hey, oh man,
he said on his Instagram that he teared up a bit.
Well, right? He had it.
Yeah,
he
right. Like, and I someone tweeted at me. He's like, "Oh, I'm so bummed." I'm like, it almost felt like he didn't know that guy, that Jorgensen was that close.
Yeah.
Like he literally just like opened the door in the last turn. You're like,
I know.
Yeah, it was the whole everybody in the country.
Because the thing is, like, he's been in mains, like he made the main the weekend before, so it's like you take not making the main feels like, and I get it, like it's
probably even harder, right?
Yeah, well, you feel like, holy fuck, I didn't make the main, I sucked this weekend, right? Even though he still rode good, but anyways, it's one of those things. I wish fucking Steve Mathis and JT could say Masiangelo, right? Do you ever hear them try to say it's fucking?
They're just dicks that way.
Oh my god,
they're fucking dickheads that way, man. I agree 100%. I'm not in the group chat anymore. I would love to fucking bury him, but I think, like, it's funny. Like, people always used to bitch about fucking Ralph or Lee fucking thing or Ricky. They don't know Diffie. They don't know these last chance. This is these guys' jobs. Like, walk the fucking pit and talk to the kid. Well, like, you're Canadian, go out of your way.
I was frustrated with Steve this week because, like, they were talking about, well, they didn't even know it was Masiangelo, and they were trying to talk about the last.
Who was that guy that he passed? Who was that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, the 800, the 800. Like, Steve, like, we love him, but he should know that. He's a Canadian, man. Like,
he should be drilling on that kid right now. Give him an interview each week and everything.
Like,
fail.
But I do agree. Walk by and introduce yourself to him.
Yeah, he already knows everybody else, all the kiss asses in the pits. How many more interviews is he going to do with fucking Sexton or Webb or fucking Anstey or Phil or something? Like, go fucking meet the kid.
But they can't even say his name right. They call him Matt. Mashiangelo or something like that. JT says, I don't know. Like, what if you got to talk about him, JT, on TV? You better hey, how do I say your name properly? Anyways, they don't.
Hey, best part about the JT one, he's wearing fly gear.
Oh, he is too.
That team is a fly gear racing team. Right? JT fucking sends that kid gear or just in one of his handouts. But anyway, whatever. They'll mess it. But good ride on that one and stuff like that. And Ken, just before we go into some sponsor reads here, like, you're our fan. Like, are you more drawn to it on the, say, Ward doing what he's doing, or do you like more the Supercross because Supercross is what it is? Like the question that I asked Noof, as a fan, do you like just seeing Canadians race, or are you drawn to one or the other?
Well, obviously Supercross is easier for me to watch, so that's what I'm going to be more drawn to. But when it comes to what do I think?
You can't search the Winter Rams in Florida.
Well, I can search them and look at some numbers on a screen, but you can't watch the actual race.
Yes. Following a live timing like Noof does in certain races.
No, I haven't been doing that, but I get what Ken's saying for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously the Supercross series is the best series in the world, right? Like that's the pinnacle of fucking dirt biking. So I get why you would say that. And I mean, I don't want this to come across that I'm bagging on these guys, but it's almost like, okay, we're in the night shows, we need more. I want more. I'm sure they do too.
No, they do too. 100%. Yeah. Poor Gibby there obviously crashed and hurt himself. So he was mangled. His elbow looked gross there too. He gave a good whacking. But regardless, we love watching and we will tune in again this weekend for Houston Triple Crown. I think is Davies going, Noof? Do you know?
I don't know that. I shouldn't even say that, but I don't think he's going. No, I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one too.
I would assume Mastriangelo is though with this team.
He would be, yes. Yeah,
I would think.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll have something to cheer for. But we're going to cheer for right now some of the people that support us. Gopher Dunes, gopherdunes.com, track and trails, the biggest facility in Canada. You can go there and rent a bike, learn how to ride. Or if you want to go there and work your ass off for zero pay, you can do that as well. Because Diggs always needs helpers and volunteers that go for Dunes, and they are just absolute beauties, and they can supply you with so many different things there. Go hang out in the pond, go fishing, trail riding, motocross track, and all. And Noof, did you know this? They just hit 40 years. This is Gopher Dunes' 40th year. Did you know that?
I did know. Yes.
Yeah. So they are just ahead of your date of birth. Can you believe that? Wait, did you just turn 41?
No, I'm 41. Yeah.
Yeah, you're 41 now. Okay, well, just after the greatest East Coast racer ever born, Gopher Dunes was made.
Wouldn't go that far.
Unbelievable timing events.
I wouldn't say the greatest ever.
Anne Murray, Ryan Lockhart. Really? Mm-hmm. Right? Anne Murray, Ryan Lockhart. I think that's how it goes. Then Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, all that stuff. But yeah, Gopher Dunes, guys, obviously not a lot going on down there right now, but of course they have their shop and showroom. You can buy products online. You can get the Tech Air Alpine Star new chest protector from there. You can hit them up for any kind of Honda Moto Canada stuff. Lots of stuff there. Hit them up. Gopherdunes.com. And of course, once the summer hits, there'll be lots of opportunity to go riding. Yamaha Blue Crew. One of our buddies reached out, Josh Penner, absolute beauty, middle of nowhere, Manitoba, joining the Blue Crew family. He reached out to say thank you for what the love we given him on here, and stoked to have him on the Blue Crew. He's actually going to be going to Arizona, going riding. But stay tuned. Lots of news coming from Yamaha Motor Canada and the rest of the crew out there and what they're going to do. And, of course, MX101, the Factory Yamaha crew, Dusty Rocks is, I like to call them Dirty Rocks, but Dusty Rocks MX, Yamaha team. Jaden Riley's not riding Yamaha. Who did I just see is riding a Yamaha now, new? Somebody new.
What's that French kid? I forget his name now.
Oh, Nathan Germain.
Nathan Germain is.
Yeah, yes. They're on Motorsport Saint Césaire.
Yeah.
Him and Corton and Dietz are on Yamahas as well. So lots of Blue Crew love coming out there, and they love us, and we love them. Of course, Grip and Rip MX, they are the ones making our merch. We are almost at that month end here where we're donating a portion of our funds that we've sold to the WMX initiative that Priority MX is doing. So please go out there, grab some merch. If you don't know how to do it, visit our Instagram or text Noof, text me, text Ken.
Don't text me.
Text Noof. His number is... No, I better not put that on the show. Text Ken. His phone might not work, though, because it is minus 40 in Hanley, Saskatchewan right now. So he's got to warm that sucker up. But super appreciative of that. Loving the merch stuff right there. And appreciative of Grip and Rip MX. And then, of course, KTM, Husqvarna and GasGas. Love having those guys a part of it. KTM, big supporters. A bit of an announcement this week, Noof. Not from us. Not from us, though, Mr. Pulpamex. Let it out of the bag. So it's news now, even though we talked about it. Nothing official, but KTM kind of letting news out. Creighton Dillon going to be running the 250 bike. And the rumor is Harry Koulas. Harry Koulas. Nothing official. But if Steve says it, then it's true, right, Noof? That's how it works out here in the world. But KTM Canada, Husqvarna Canada, and GasGas Canada support those brands because they support us. Okay.
Creighton Dillon is unbelievable on a snowmobile.
He really is, isn't he? And
so
you know nothing about it and love watching it still. I love that.
No. Dude, okay.
Sorry,
stop.
Not my bad. Okay.
Don't you remember we were snowcross racers in 2003?
I was just going to say that.
I'll tell you a funny story here. So I was sitting on my couch on Sunday afternoon, fucking literally doing nothing. All I did on because I've been fucking pretty wide open lately. A lot of travel, Mexico, Nova Scotia. So my plan was on Sunday to do absolutely nothing except lay on the couch, eat beef dip, and watch sports. So snowcross happened to be on.
Why beef dip? Oh,
I don't know.
That seems new for you.
Homemade beef dip. Anyways,
Oh, yeah.
So I'm on the couch, the whole family's there, we're watching Creighton Dillon on TV, and I just happened to bring up that, I did snowcross, because I was talking about it a little bit, and Randy's like, how do you even know about this? You know nothing. And I'm like, why? Actually, I raced snowcross in 2003. They fucking lost their mind. It's never happened. Randy's known me for 13 years. So she's never heard this before. I've never done it, so I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. But I did race snowcross at a few races. Barely. It wasn't pretty, but I did do it. So,
do you have any images of you doing it?
No, and that's what's fucked up.
I was going to say, you didn't show her.
No, I had none, and I tried Googling it, and I tried going on the CSRA website, but they only go back to 2021 is the latest you can get the results or something like that, from what I could find. Because I think they switched to like trackside or whatever then, because nothing was... Anyways, I have no idea. I can't find anything. I can't find a result. I can't find a photo. Nothing. So I guess it didn't happen, even though it did, because I remember sitting in your van getting waxed in Newfoundland stuck on a ski hill. So
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, man. I can't support this.
Oh, you can't do it.
Okay. Well, you're a ghost, just like Ken.
But anyways, they don't believe me, and they think they get a great kick out of it. Remember when Dad said that he raced snowcross?
But yeah, Creighton Dillon I actually have a quote from Blair Morgan. He could be the next guy. He is the next guy in
yeah, he's good. He's good. He's really good. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how much that has even evolved from since like Blair's time, how good these, like, I'm not saying Blair wasn't good, but it's no different than dirt bikes. Like watching Jeremy McGrath in 95 doesn't look like Jet Lawrence in fucking 2025, right?
Yeah, so, exactly. Yeah.
Man, these guys are jumping big jumps. It's I like watching it. It's fun to watch.
Ken, have you ever been a snowcross guy? You probably had sleds, obviously, but like into the snowcross stuff?
I've never followed the professional stuff, but that's actually what got me into motocross. Is a friend of mine raced snowcross, and because he wanted to practice for snowcross, he raced motocross. And then I happened to live with him at the time. We were like 19, 20. We would drive out to races. We would just go to races, and that's kind of what got me into motocross. Yeah.
So do you know how, Ken, you might like this story, and I'm sure Noof knows it, but do you know how Blair Morgan got into snowcross?
I think it was very similar to that. Yeah.
Well, but he was basically riding sleds around his farm where he lived in Prince Albert and just beating the shit out of them, and then going to the local dealer and ordering all these parts that no one ever ordered. Really? And they're like, what the fuck? Why do you need this? What are you doing? What? You're doing this? Like, how did this? And then all of a sudden, he kind of came into contact with Jamie. It was Ensu, right, Noof? Ensu,
yeah,
is that what you said?
Jamie Ensu, yeah.
Who was a paraplegic at the time as well. Obviously, now Blair is a paraplegic. And anyway, he just became like this an icon out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And completely transformed the sport from these drunken beer, low sled bar running Chris Vincent type racers into the sport that we know and love now, or not know and love, but know and know, and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy how it all changed that. And Blair Morgan, he was the Jeremy McGrath of it, right? Like pretty crazy.
Go back and watch some of those early X Games when snowcross first came out, like 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Chris Vincent, like you said, just a fucking hillbilly.
Oh yeah.
Like hillbilly. There's a whole bunch of Crapo brothers.
And,
oh my
exactly.
God, and then there was like Blair. Like Blair was on a shit. That was the issue. Like at the beginning, the sleds were such like, if you didn't have a good sled, you were basically useless. But Blair was just like so much different than those guys, but
he's jumping holes and like turning it into like a rhythmy thing, and these guys are just like just blowing chain cases and shit, and Blair's jumping these holes and all this stuff, right? And Curtis, is it Curtis Hibbert? That's the dad, right? Tucker's dad, Kurt Hibbert. Yeah, no, Kurt Hibbert.
Kurt Hibbert.
Kurt Hibbert. Yeah, he would have been like 35 at the time, and he was the god of it back then. And it was in X Games, and Blair blew it all wide open. It's pretty wild to go back and look at that. And if you go on YouTube, anyway, listeners, it's pretty funny. You go and watch the evolution of it all. And Blair Morgan was the guy, and he's one of our heroes in motocross. Okay, Noof, you kind of said it on the last show. I got to confirm. Blake Davies to 450. Yeah, you like that?
Well, I think it's the only move.
Yeah, he's just too big.
Yeah, I just think he's too big. I mean, it's a bummer because he is still so young. But I mean, I think it's probably the smartest move.
Do you think?
This is no, because as I said that, now I'm retracting because he did get a couple podiums last year in 250.
Dude, he's fucking 16. No, he's 17 now, right?
Well, don't get it wrong, or Brandon will be up your ass. Yeah.
He's so fucking young still.
I know.
He is, yeah.
It's insane. And I just watched that. I just shared a video with the snow bike stuff that he does. And I look at the video in him, I'm like, this guy can't even, he can't even vote.
I just feel that the consistency is not there for him on the 250 because it's so start dependent for him with his size, right? And I mean...
But would this year be the year not to go 450?
Potentially.
Looking at the names right now.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. Because what I worry about Blake, and I mean, I know he's still so young, what I worry about him is that he falls into that fifth, sixth, seventh, that's kind of not seen on TV that much, or, you know what I mean, in that group of the 450. I don't know, does it just, it kind of... you get what I'm saying? He's not going to be a podium guy on the 450. I think we can all agree on that.
So could he do on a 450 what Creighton Dillon did in the last 4 motos of the year to earn the factory ride?
Well, potentially, yeah.
Does he have no? But it was the raw speed that was seen. But
here's the thing, though. He goes out and he does that. Let's say he knocks off a couple fours. There's a mud moto because he gets a third in a moto. Yeah, or there's whatever. And he ends the series in 6th. I don't know. Yeah, a team picks him up, but let's say GDR Honda picks him up. We're picking up guys for 250 class, like KTM picking up guys for the 250 class, MX 101 picking up guys for the 250 class. Not necessarily trying to poach a 17-year-old kid out of the 450 class in the 450 class, right? So
right.
I just worry that it kind of. I mean, I think, like I said, I think it's the only move for him that's going to be. That makes sense. I mean, like you said, he's a giant on the bike, and I don't know. But then again, he did get a couple podiums last year. I don't know what he finished in the series overall, but he was inconsistent throughout the season for whatever reasons, and I have to blame a lot of that on starts. When he got a little bit lucky on the start, he could be. And when I say a good start for Blake, that was 10th, right? So he could kind of get his way up in there, and he got some thirds and fourths, but. I think a lot of his starts are around 20th, and which is tough. I mean, that top group is gone. So I think that the starts, I think he'll be in the mix a lot more consistent in the 450 class, but it's one of those things.
He finished 4th overall, 6'5", 6, 12, 6, 3, 7, 22 for his overall finishes.
Yeah, so maybe even better in the series than I thought overall.
He got 3rd overall at Moncton, and he got... was it Moncton he got
third in a moto at... Did he get 3rd in a moto at
no.
St. Julie?
Yes, St. Julie. No, sorry, Sandley. 3rd in the second moto at Sandley. That was his only moto podium finish. He went 4-4 at Moncton for the 3rd overall.
Oh, okay. There you go,
yeah. Yeah, so that... But I mean, everything you're saying, it has value in it and makes sense and stuff like that. So it's just this looks like a weird year for some to go 450. I was talking to Tanner Scott about his thing, and he wants to go back 250 this year. They're going to do their own thing, and they're going back to 250 this year just to kind of he wants to try to. He feels like he could do better there, and at 450 didn't suit him. So maybe a weird year, but again, maybe he fits right in, and like he says, is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 position better than a couple podiums and 250. I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird transition.
I think that he could have a similar season to what he had last year. There's no question in the 250, but I just think that they obviously, and I know he rides a 450 really well. Just for his pure size and strength, but you wonder. I guess is a 5, 6, 7, 8 and 450 better than a 3, 4, 5 inconsistently in 250? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to know. That's kind of why we have you on the show. So right now you're rendering yourself completely useless here at CMXU. Can I talk about the fact that you guys wanted to fucking do the show today without me? That conversation actually came up.
That was a joke.
Well,
I'll be honest with you.
hurt,
I didn't think that the show was happening at all. Ken's been so fucking
I've been flaky.
even more ghostly. And Wednesday is not ideal to do a fucking show. I mean, it's not good, Ken.
It's not good, Ken.
Yeah.
Guillaume Saint, like Ken, what, I mean, it's just, you're like, are you in playoffs right now or what's going on?
No, it just was on the weekend. There was, both kids had tournaments and then another kid had a game on the Sunday. So that was it. And then
I don't think our fans care though. That's unacceptable.
I feel like Ken sits at home. I feel like Ken's at home and he's looking at his fucking phone or his watch or whatever, and he's going, fuck, podcast is coming up here in a couple days. Fuck, podcast is coming here in a couple days. And then he can't get motivated to do it. So then he pounds a bunch of whiskey and comes up with some weird date. Let's do it on Wednesday. Wednesday at 6:20, not 6:30, 6:20, but nobody knows what fucking time it is in Saskatchewan. So it's like, yeah, it's a mess. It's not good. We're almost, I think these are just nails in the coffin, right? So eventually the coffin's not going to open.
Yeah.
Oh God. I feel like if this is like the way that Ken feels about the Blue Crew in the garage too. Same thing. Guillaume St. Cyr to Beta Canada Noof. I just read this on Direct Motocross.
It's a weird deal. I have no idea because I did see that, and it's got to do with the dude from Moncton that supplied us the year with the Moosehead beer. You remember that guy, Jared?
Oh, yeah.
Something to do with him, that he's some sort of importer, or I don't know the full details, so I won't go in too far on it. But then I saw that this Jared guy was trying to get betas to Florida, and I feel like at one point St. Cyr had one, but now I see that all St. Cyr is posting is him riding a Stark. So I have no idea.
Okay, well, maybe we'll just leave that one it is. Ayrton Pomeroy, the 250 rider at AVL Husky. Odd one to me as well.
Yeah, I think
you must know more about that. You talked to Chris a little bit, I'm sure.
No, I do, and I know that that was the route that they were pushing to go, and obviously it worked out. I think that where it seems a little bit odd, and I feel that it's okay to say this, is that like he's the only 250 rider that AVL is doing, because they're going to be they're typically a 450 only team, but I feel that this was like a little bit of a, hey, can we really make this happen? And then they got a 250 guy, right? So
is that I mean, you know, I goon Chris all the time. I'll poke fun at MXP. I'm always joking around and having fun with that, but like, is this a deserving ride? Like Zach Eufemzev, Tanner Scott. I feel like there's other riders out there that, if this is a ride out there, like, is this Ayrton's a great little rider. Like, he's got skill set, all that stuff. But like, is this a bit of a shock in this? It's a bit of a shock to me.
I think that there's obviously some intertwined things there. There's no question. But I will say, and I don't know for sure. I don't know what the deal is. But I mean, obviously, you know, Chris has some pull in the industry. There's no question. And no different than things that I still get nowadays. I probably get more than what I probably deserve, but I'm intertwined in the industry, right? So, but what I will say is that I think Ayrton would have had a really good year last year if it wasn't for some injuries, because he was fast.
Well, he got injured at Deschambault, and that sort of set the tone, because he didn't race. Like did he do Saint Julie?
No, he did. No, he went pro. He did the pro class, or well, I shouldn't say he went pro. He did pro-am at Moncton. And he actually was right in there, but he was in the top 10 both motos, but it was muddy and he had some issues and clutch, I think. And he actually showed some pretty good potential.
Remember the one moto he was up there, right, at Moncton? He was.
Yeah, he was like 6th or 7th.
Yeah, I remember saying it. I remember even talking about it on TV.
Yeah, so I think that there's, I mean, it's, yes, I guess on paper it's a bit odd because he hasn't really his intermediate results, because he did get hurt at ECAN, which obviously fucked up his results for TransCan in the intermediate class. So he didn't have a whole lot of hype coming into him or on him for this year.
And he is an intermediate rider. He's not pro.
Oh, is he still intermediate?
Oh yeah, he's not earned. Yeah,
that's even better for him then. Yeah. So I didn't know if he moved out to pro or if he advanced to pro or not.
So. There is a request in there. I talked to Chris about this. He wanted him to go pro, but he hasn't. He can't. He hasn't earned it, and like he's got to earn the position to get the pro, so he can now be intermediate. And it was kind of a cool conversation.
Just let him go. Just let him go. Come on.
Seriously.
Come on.
That's where you're at with this now. So we don't have rules anymore.
We talked about it. None of us like rules anymore. We determined that with Dags on the phone. We just throw the rule book in the garbage.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll just do that then. Everybody do whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever the fuck you want. Guys,
hey, actually, speaking of rules, I'm going to bring up a rule. Okay. I fucking love it. I love it. And I wish that we were organized enough here in BC to do it. And I feel like we could still do it here. Manitoba is implementing proper color backgrounds in 2026.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Why do you like that all of a sudden? Why is that a thing for you?
Because I don't know, gives us some more.
You got a real strong fucking stance.
Because that's the fucking way it used to be. That's the way it should be.
Okay, there's a way a lot of things that used to be, Noof, and things have fucking changed. That's called,
now
evolution.
we got guys running pro plates in the fucking junior class, and they got sparkly numbers, and some of them are purple and some are pink, and there's just like, oh, you got a number on your bike, you're good to go. Don't worry about it though, even if another guy's got the number, because we got transponders, so who cares? So just fucking run whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
No, but it used to be fun when you would like change earn
the right to get the number. Yeah. Yep.
But it used to be fun. Like you couldn't wait to get the intermediate number plates on when you finally got there, right? So now it's like whatever. You just your number plates are the same from the time you get on big bikes to the time you get off big bikes, right?
That's right from the 50 class to the fucking.
Well, it is, yeah, and I'm guilty of it too. I mean, look at me at fucking Walton using red electrical tape on fucking numbers, right? So, I'm guilty for it too, but I do like it.
That is that's my MO, because I refuse to fucking follow suit with the number thing nowadays. I
thought that you would love the number thing, but I guess
I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. It's that and the same thing. The reason why you don't give a fuck about the cylinders, it's too much manpower. We can't fucking control it. Yeah. We can't fucking do it. I guess
you drive yourself nuts. You'll drive yourself nuts right? over it.
Did you read my rule book? Did you see my upgrades?
No, but I heard about them.
They're all the same in the other books too. They just haven't let those ones out yet.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, every book is the same right now. I did them all. I took the initiative, Noof, and fixed all the books.
Did you do Future West?
Well, that's MRC.
Oh yeah.
So yes, I did do MRC. I've done them all, and all other parties have them. The TransCan has it. The MRC has it. I put mine out, because that's what I do. It's the other ones are in their hands too. And
Brad told me that you're implementing front and back chest protection.
Yes. So I've been reading a little bit more about rules on that stuff.
That's going to be hard.
So it's not implemented. It's not a force, but it's moving towards that direction. Uh-huh. So in 2026, it's like a request. Mm-hmm. Please. We recommend
it,
that you do this and follow suit.
I like it. Yeah.
Right. And then moving forward, it's going to be hard to implement for sure. Because I think what you'd have to do is go back to like the old CMA days where you have to do like a
tech inspection,
right? Yeah. Which is going to be hard. That's going to be hard to do. But I honestly think, and this isn't, trying to say because Atlas Brace makes a chest protector or whatever it is, or this new Alpine Star Tech Air, I think from especially the youth classes, it's just, I think we should be put on as much protective gear as you can, because the bikes are going faster. The jumps may be getting bigger, whatever it is. It's just, I think that's just an easy way for us as a sport to secure the best safety can, because Noof, as you know, it's going to happen. You're going to get hurt, man.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like for these, from what I know, and I'm curious to get your opinion on this, like, it's amazing. So in the youth, like small bike class, we'll call them youth classes, but 85 and below, I feel like chest protectors are pretty common. Everybody's wearing chest protectors.
Yes.
Lots of kids still wearing neck braces, blah, blah, blah. But it's amazing to me how many fucking kids I pick up on a weekend off the track, 50 class especially, and they're not wearing what piece of safety equipment, Golly? Knee pads.
Oh, knee pads.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't picked up many of those, to be honest.
Really?
Man, I haven't grabbed
out here.
Yeah, I haven't grabbed a kid at the knee, I guess, either, so to pay attention. But yeah, how the fuck do you not wear knee pads?
And then I feel like when you get into the bigger bikes, that chest protectors are more of a trendy thing and it doesn't look as cool and you look too big under your jersey or it looks ugly over your jersey. So you see more kids in junior intermediate not wearing chest protectors. Is what I notice the trend is out here anyways.
Yeah, no, you're right. That is the trend 100%. That is the trend 100%. And that leads us into a great little segue. Atlas Brace. The new chest protector getting released. It's already out. They have it for kids, adults. Nif, let's talk about that product just for a minute here. I think it's great. I saw the new sort of material that you had at the AMI. I always get that show, or AMI show. AIM show. Yeah, like it's, you guys have now gone. You redid the whole brace. Neck brace side of the sport. It's still the greatest brace you can wear right now, and not as great in the protection, or the guys on the pro side aren't wearing as much, but they still have a great following in the amateur side. And then now you guys are getting into the boots and then the chest protectors, and it's great product as well. Let's talk about that for a second. And this isn't just the whole Blow Atlas show, but you guys have a great thing going right now. I love it. Yeah, I mean it's going to be, the whole company is kind of not switch directions, but trending in a different direction than just neck braces. So it was always Atlas neck brace. That's what people know us as, but it's more Atlas protection is what we're trying to go for as a company, because obviously the chest protector side, that side of the market is super, super important. And we felt that, especially on the youth side of things, there wasn't a ton of options out there. I mean, you have young kids that ride. I have young kids that ride. It's hard finding a chest protector that maybe gives them, feeling, movement, but yet fits and protects properly, right? So, especially from a racer. Now, if you're a non-racer coming into this, you want to buy the most protective, big, most cumbersome thing that you can find, but that doesn't work properly, right? So I feel that the whole team there really hit it out of the park with the youth stuff. And then the adult version too, which I've been wearing here I don't ride anymore, but I was wearing when I was riding. And it's good too. So, I mean, it's nothing that it's not that we release something that's fucking reinventing the wheel on that side of things. It's more just kind of catering towards that youth side, especially to give them a better option, right? If that makes sense. So 100%. Something that's comfortable, something that looks cool, because it comes to a point where your kids, and I'm sure Ken obviously knows this, kids get picky as they get older. They don't want to wear that fucking pair of shoes anymore because their friends don't have it, so you got to keep up with the times of being trendy and what looks cool, right? So, anyways, so that's where it's at. And the traction, I love them. The boots, I love them. I love the boots. My kids love the boots. They're a great product right there, and I love the fact that it's Canadian bred as well, and Brady is the model for the chest protector on the Instagram there, and he's ripped right now too. So that if you get these products, you're just going to be ripped. I think that's what it makes you look like. You look like you're ripped. Yeah, then definitely. Lismore wasn't taking a fucking photo of me with my shirt off with the chest protector. So. You're not the model anymore. You did the bike stands. You always did the stands and the neck. But not. Yeah, I'm good. Eh? I'm good from the knees down. From the knees down, I'm fucking good. But other than that, It's not pretty. Also, big shout out to Hall Race Fuel. Blake Hall, an absolute beauty. I've talked to him a bunch in the last little while right there, and look for them to be distributing Pro Circuit exhausts as well out of Hall Race Fuel, Renegade Race Fuel. Hall Race Fuel, passionate about racing with roots to prove it, and Renegade Race Fuel, races that win, pour it in. If you're looking for fuel on the West Coast, Dusty Rocks out of Alberta is now a brand new distributor for Renegade Race Fuel. Noof, is that stealing business from the back of your truck? Well, no, not really. Well, kind of, yes and no, but I talked to him about it. I told him if he needed some fucking storage out here, I got a nice shop that he can put it in, and I'll deliver it for him to the races. So there you go. Any deal for you, You're just looking for a deal. Well, usually between you and I and the few listeners we have, usually me delivering fuel doesn't include money, but it usually get a free case of beer here, or a free case of beer there, some fucking chew from people. So it does hangout session, some fun chat. It does usually benefit me delivering fuel for these guys. So and of course, Charlie Johnson, Racing Suspension, the man that opened the door for us with Race Tech. He is the Race Tech supplier here in Canada and the one that we support and love. And He's a busy man over there looking at some cool stuff. He posted some really cool forks the other day. That man, those forks. Did you see those blue forks? Did you see those things he posted?
Probably.
Oh, fuck. They look cool. Jesus. I'm that idiot fan. The color looked neat.
Are you going to ride this year?
Yeah, I'll have a Blue Crew coming. YZ 2026, YZ 450. Yeah. I'll put 7 hours on it probably.
So you're not going to like be full in like you were last year?
Well, I don't really know if I was full in because as soon as Steve folded my bike, I was out.
Yeah, I know, but you were like full in the beginning of the year. Yeah,
that's like every year though, man. That's the same. I got a New Year's resolution, man. I'm going to the gym in your last 2 weeks and you're fucking done. Yeah. That seems to be my MO. But yeah, hey, let's just say right now, I'm on. I'm in. I'm racing. Let's go. Let's see where that goes. And hopefully
seems like that bike could probably go to somebody else, but
what the fucking Jesus?
Well, I'm just saying, like
are you getting a bike? Are you getting a bike?
I don't know.
Well, whatever. If you think you're getting one, get the fuck off your wall. Just buy your own bike then, and don't deprive some premier athlete that should deserve that bike too. Then you jerk off.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Okay, well then fine. Is that what we're doing now? We got to buy our bikes. We're setting this right now. We're buying dirt bikes this year. Dude, if you know how expensive those fucking bikes
are. No, I'm not buying one. No, I know. I'm not buying one. No.
Holy Jesus.
There's no way that I'm buying a motorcycle to ride it for 7 hours. That's not, and cart it around the country just for it to sit there. Like, that's not happening.
And if you do,
I did last year.
And if you do, you bring it to Ammo Racing Reloaded, AmmoRacing.com, the #1 race series across this beautiful country of ours. Did you
I think that a lot of people will be at don't you have a round on the weekend off between Deschambault and Walton?
No.
Why do I feel like there's you have a round before St. Julie, right? When's your Walton round? I thought there was
it's before St. Julie.
Like the weekend before.
Yes.
I think it would be a big one.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Sure. Yeah, bring it on. Or will you race it? Do you want start money?
No.
I'll pay. You know what I can pay you in? CMXU merch.
I already got
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this up here. Let's do a couple of fun things here. Noof, your biggest, most favorite event. It's on the docket. Actually, before we get to that, Noof, you saw all the amateur schedules, or the majority of amateur schedules released across the country. Getting excited. I saw Manitoba's. I
they're all out.
Alberta's. I saw yours. Ammo is out. I don't know if the Quebec one. I don't know. Challenge Quebec is out or not. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, Challenge Quebec is out. The Maritimes. I don't know if I saw the Maritimes yet.
Yeah, it's out. The only one that's not out that I didn't see Saskatchewan, but maybe it's out. And I didn't see Vancouver Island, but.
No, I actually think I did see Saskatchewan. First round of Saskatchewan Moto is July 1st. Yeah. And new though coming up. We talked a little bit this week. It's been a bit quiet, but the rim job at Rimby is coming up there. Are you excited?
I'm always excited.
What are the dates of it? Sorry, let me ask you that. What are the dates?
February 13th, 14th. I'm telling you right now, I'll send photos if I even have time, because there's
babies being made and marriages happening in the building.
Everybody's going to be so fucking high from the fumes inside and the smoke inhalation. Shit's going to be going sideways.
Wow.
So February 13th, 14th, and 20th, 21st. So it's a little later this year.
Look at this email I just got. Introducing the all-new Ducati off-road contingency program built for riders who push the limits on and off the trail for Canada.
Maybe you should buy a Ducati then with your own money.
Isn't that like another few grand more than a regular bike too?
So yeah, anyways, rim job coming up a little bit later this year. It's been a little bit quiet, but I know that a whole bunch of stuff's getting released here February 1st. Ish.
Maybe it's been quiet because they don't want the wives to know it's on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, maybe
they're just gonna spring on them. Oh, sorry, baby, I gotta go to Rimby.
Yeah, but no, I think very similar program to years past. As far as everything, pro payout, dash for cash money.
Can you drop any names that you've hustled at all to this particular weekend? Names?
Well, no, it's not. last year by this time there was a bunch of guys locked in, but it hasn't been as easy this year to get guys locked in. Just I think with it being, I know this is crazy to say, with it being a week later, a lot of people are kind of like Quinn last year. He wasn't even down south yet. So this year he's going to be down south. Davies is in. I know that. Davies is in. I would assume Bennick. I haven't reached out to him. I would hope that Bennick's going. And yeah, there'll be some more guys here. I gotta nail some things down here by the beginning of next week. So,
well, you have a bunch of riders on your team. Can't you just make that happen?
Yeah, well, that's what the plan is. So Rempel for sure, Zeitner for sure, and Dylan Wright still a question mark just because there's some engine testing stuff going on during that time, plus the Toronto Motorcycle Show. So if he was to come, it's only the first weekend, but that's right.
I didn't think of that.
The motorcycle show kind of screws some things up. But those guys, so the two Dylans, they are actually heading on the road tomorrow. They're at Gopher right now. They're heading to Mesquite to meet up with Zeitner. Zeitner's been down there for a week. So they should be in Mesquite by, what's tomorrow? Thursday? It should be there Saturday.
Mesquite, the new freaking, what was the damn place that you went to as first year pros in Florida?
I went to, it was by MTF.
Williams.
Yeah, Jeff Williams' place. Yeah. Lee Williams. Lee Williams.
This is the new Williams of fucking for Canadian moto down there. Everybody going to Mesquite. Dodds, Porter, Rempel, Wright, Zeitner. Well, Kilroy's not a Canadian, was Canadian champion. He's there. I think, I don't know if Pettis probably won't be going there. No. Somebody else I'm missing somebody else though. Oh, I saw, oh my God, his kid's only on 50s, races against him in the
PJ Stratton.
PJ Stratton was down there. PJ Stratton was down there.
Yeah, it's from what I gather. I mean, I talked to Zeitner obviously after a couple of days there, and they said it's awesome. They're having a good time. He's been joining in on the group lessons. Kilroy normally does the training there, but I don't know what he's doing right now, but he's not there. So the Bruff brothers obviously do it. Gary's just fucking jazzed right up that the Canadians are there. He's sending me. I was having some FOMO because I was like, man, that would be fun to go to for a week, but then you look at it, it's 20 hours away, and why would I go there? So
yes, why would you?
I don't know, but it had me thinking, how could I finagle a plan to get down there for a couple of days? But anyways, I'm not.
Rimby on Valentine's Day and Mesquite a couple weeks after that, honey. See you, Randy. Yeah, just take off for a bit here, honey.
But it seems it seems like the interest. I mean, the amateur entries, man, they pulled it. These guys come out of the woodwork. Like I do the schools there, so I obviously have been filling those up with emails and stuff. And man, some of these people are just like brand new to the sport. My kid's got a Sierra 50, rides it around the farm field. We're going racing for the first time. All right, well, here, show up at this time and I'll teach you how to do it. So
how many people, Noof, in say 15 years time will be racing our Canadian series, or maybe doing the Blake Davies or Gibbs Plan, Massiangelo, going to a Supercross that literally got their first touch from Rimby Arena Cross to get into the sport? You know what I mean?
1%.
Oh, okay, shit. All right, 1%.
Because these guys are
way to fucking sell it, buddy.
No. And I say this in a nice way because we need these types of things. This is a house league stuff, right? Like this is the clientele that they get. They're the farmers that have dirt bikes that want to come try racing for the first time, right? So it's not now. Of course, there's always a diamond in the rough, but it's not that kind of thing. Anybody that was going to try racing would have went to Calgary or somewhere else, right? So this is house league racing, which is fucking awesome because it pulls such a great crowd, and it only works in Rimby. Like I'm telling you, it only works in Rimby.
The most beautiful place in Canada, Rimby. And it's going to be, are you ready to be the mayor again? Are you looking forward to that?
Yep.
Signing autographs, kissing babies.
Yeah. The rendezvous 3 times a day.
Do you have, that's the restaurant?
Yeah. The only restaurant in town. Yeah.
That's the rendezvous. Restaurant by day, strip club by night.
Yeah. Best beef tip in Western Canada.
More beef tip here. Beef tip. What happened to fucking Smokies and lasagna?
That was never a thing, but
that should have been a merch product. Damn it! Okay, next merch lineup. Okay, I want to do something fun here, guys. We've talked anything new. Do you got any other pertinent news that you want to get off before I get into a fun little topic? Anything that you wanted to bring up, or something that you might have heard through the grapevine or anything?
Flying at the test track, Jaden Riley. I heard that one last week.
Yeah, I've actually heard that a couple times as well. Now, I love that. I love hearing that. That's freaking great. I'm sorry if my volume changed a little bit. I had to go to the bathroom, boys. Does it lead into a series? Is he doing our series? Is he chasing the Canadian dream?
Well, I think so, yeah, because they created a little team, right? There's a little team happening. So with
Jacob Fredrickson, right?
Fredrickson and Jaden Riley, and then his brother Cash Riley, who's obviously still on little bikes, and then the Manitoba guy, Adrian does something.
Oh yeah,
Desmarais, they're a little team. And I know this because I talked to Jim on the phone, and because they were looking for some support through Guts.
Voodoo Jimmy, he's the manager.
I mean, I think he's probably the coordinator or something.
It.
Yeah, so
very cool.
They're all in, but it sounded like to me that in order to make sense of it, and this is once again, I love this part that people are thinking outside the box. In order to make sense of it, they had to team up and form this little team to be able to get some support. And they sent out a nice little proposal for people with kind of the resumes and shit like that. So they had to get a little bit creative because, like, for instance, Jaden and Jacob are both kind of up and coming guys, but they're kind of not quite there yet to get that extra little bit of support.
Yeah.
So they're doing it on their own. So rather than Jim doing it fully out of pocket on himself, they form a little team, which obviously gets a little more support. And
I like it.
Yeah. So anyways,
what does that have a name? Sorry. Excuse my ignorance.
I don't
name of the team. Okay.
I don't.
We'll dig in. Leon, you listen. Send me the team name so we can do it on the next show.
So I like that because that's cool for the kids on the little bikes. They get to do the whole series, and then obviously for Jacob and Jaden, right? So
I'm a all sports fan. All right, I love all sports. I watch TSN. So just recently, they launched this thing about the face of the franchise. And basically, they go down all the hockey teams in the NHL. They go to all the hockey teams, and they do all the insiders' information. They did a vote to who is the face of the hockey team, no matter the beginning of the team, the brand new teams, whatever it is, but who's the face of the team. And I thought that would be kind of cool to do it here on our Canadian motocross series, just for fun. Now, Ken, you might not have a lot of information with this, but I'm still going to ask you, and you can pick a modern day racer, or you can go to the old school, or just throw a name in the air, or you can sound like a total idiot, which will help the whole vibe of the show. I want to go the face of the brand, not the face of the team, the face of the brand. And Noof, me and you have been around a long time. So we're not going to do a Triumph, obviously. We're not going to do fucking Bombardier, what's it called? Bombardier, but what's called Bombardier, right? Like BRP, whatever. We're not going to do Can-Am. No, Can-Am. Can-Am is what I'm thinking. I'm sorry, Can-Am, right? Suzuki, Honda, Cowie, Yamaha, KTM. All right, not even Husky or GasGas. Okay.
How far do that's
whatever
tricky
comes to you? Whatever
I know, but I don't want some of our idiot fans going, "What about Ross Peterson? What about Ross Peterson?"
Well, first off, we only have 6 people to piss off. Secondly, you can only pick Ross for one brand, and if you don't, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me start with Kawasaki. Noof, what Canadian racer do you think is the face of the brand of Kawasaki Canada? No matter what year, no matter how long ago, or even present day, what do you think it is?
Well, the first one that pops into mind, I just don't feel like it's a good fucking answer, but the first thing that pops into mind is Darcy Lange.
That's a great one. That is a great one.
I'm trying to think in the 90s who was on Cowie's, but then, you go Blair Morgan, too.
I would have went Blair Morgan.
Yeah, so I'll
because
go Darcy.
You could even go prior to that, Carl Valancourt, but he only did it 1 year. Yeah. Cowie wasn't very represented in the 80s and 90s, or unless you go to like Carl Selkvist, which is way before our time and shit like that. So you got to go. I feel like you're correct by saying that. Darcy or Blair would be a solid pick as far as old school. And if you come into the, even the newer years, it's really been branded a lot of American riders, right? So there isn't a lot of Canadian rider under that green atmosphere over the years coming into the, into the 2000s.
Yeah, if I had to go into the last 10 years, I'd have to say Paul Carpenter or fucking Matt Gerke, or you know what I mean? Like something like that.
Well, Paul Carpenter would be 20 years because that's 2007.
Was it that? Oh my God, that was a long time ago.
Right.
Jesus
Paul
Christ.
Carpenter won the championship in 2007 on a Cowie. Yeah. Gerke, yes, the most recent Kawasaki name. You got freaking Metcalf and Politelli.
But no, you're right though, because Kawasaki in my eyes really came alive when it was Team Two Wheel.
Yes.
In 96, 97 with Blair. So anyway,
96, 97, 98, 99.
99. But yeah, it's still Darcy still come to mind for me.
Yeah. But. And for you, who would face of Kawasaki would you put on it? Phil Nicoletti.
Okay, well, you just took mine, but and I might be wrong here, but I'm going to go with, I went to Regina in 2018, 2017, somewhere around there, and Cade Clayson was riding for Kawasaki, wasn't he?
No, he never rode a Cowie in Canada.
No, he was on Redemption Racing then.
That would have been a KTM back then. Okay, this is why we love Ken. Right there. Yeah. He delivers in the first manufacturer of the year.
I don't ever like he can't put Cade Clayson in the name with Blair Morgan and fucking Darcy Lance. Jesus.
There's nothing less than 5 years ago.
Fucking Christ. Oh my God. Why do you say Josh Cartwright? He rode 2 races for Cowie at fucking Gopher Dunes Supercross, for Christ's sake. Kip Stula. What number was he, Noof?
I want to say 136, but that was Joel Rickard.
That was Joel Rickard. Yeah. I don't remember Kip Stula's 3-digit number. I only remember 41.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. So Darcy Lange or Blair Morgan on the Kawasaki side of things.
And not fucking Cade Clayson. No.
Not Cade Clayson. Okay. Next brand. Let's go over to KTM. KTM. Who represents the brand of KTM? Now, don't forget, KTM, as far as Canada goes, didn't really have a team or really do racing in Canada. Yes, it had a couple of earlier years there, right? Remember Jimmy Lamastis and stuff like that. In the late 90s, they really weren't around. But the KTM brand really didn't kind of hone in about that 2005 when they became the 4-stroke era. But there was some names before that. But Noof, would represent your face of the brand of KTM?
Well, I have 2 of them because both of them popped in my mind at the same time. Mike Treadwell and Michael Willard.
Okay. Well, again, I was thinking Canadian racer, but mine would be Kevin Benoit.
Kevin Benoit. I was just trying to go earlier in the years, but I was thinking of the brand, and when you really started noticing KTM was the Treadwell year, right? When he started.
Don't you think I guess that would have been after that, right? Yeah. No, this would have been before that. 2002. What about Lance Smale? Or even 2001, Lance Smale.
2002 Treadwell was KTM.
Right. No, but the very first major team was 2001 with Lance Smale and Dubé.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. Jimmy Lamastis came up in 2000 and did a couple of rounds. But then the 2001 was the first year of the team, the Aldo KTM team.
That's right.
That was Marco Dubé and Lance Smale.
Yeah.
And I don't remember they had like Nicky Dunn rode them back then.
Yeah, Canadian, Benoit for sure, because he had the most success. But Dubé was kind of one of their first big name Canadian guys, right? Obviously,
riding that 540,
just revving the piss out of it because it never ran right. So,
but he had some moments that year in that big Katoom, as Brian Costa would say, Marco Dubé on the Katoom, I would go Kevin Benoit. And then I'll throw to Ken Catton on this one. I feel like this is going to be an easy one for him.
It's going to be Benoit. Yeah. In the most recent years, Kevin Benoit. Noof, name me the most unknown KTM racer in Canadian history.
Oh, man, there was a fucking lot of them, wasn't there?
There was. Chris Kiefer.
Chris Whitcraft. Broke his femur. Joliet.
Who was the guy? He's moved to Australia now. Was a media guy for a while. Oh my God. He came up the same year as Nye the first year.
I have no idea.
Oh my God. Who the hell am I thinking of? Flat brim hat. Oh, had beef with
Oh,
Mathis.
Sleater.
Michael Sleater.
Yeah.
Michael Sleater was a name in there. Oh, freaking! That was Jimmy Nelson's first introduction to Canada too, was it not?
I think so, and it didn't go well.
No, it did not.
Jimmy Nelson's.
No, he was already on Blackfoot, I think, by then, right?
No, Jimmy Nelson came from Pacific.
Pacific Yamaha. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Jimmy Nelson came from Pacific Yamaha. A lot of rando names now on that brand over the course of time.
Yeah,
that is for sure. Okay, so Kevin Benoit is the significant choice for KTM. Over to this one here. Could be a little hard. Let's go to as Mr. Mathis and Wygant call it, the Yellow Magic, Suzuki. No, Suzuki.
Suzuki would be Ross for me.
I mean, how can't you?
Yeah.
The only other years that you could put it on the map is when Morgan Racing ran it, right?
Well, no, Dubé won the championship in '99.
Yes, he did win. Well, he won one championship. He won the overall title, but he only won the 125 that year in 99. Blair.
Yeah, well, he was the overall number
98,
one.
98, sorry.
But
98,
Ross through Ross going through all the late 80s, early 90s. I don't know the exact years, but he was at Suzuki a long time.
Dude, Suzuki in the late 80s, 90s was unbelievably dominant. Yeah. Unbelievably dominant. Whether it was Ross, you had Wallen, you had Waugh, you had freaking Valancourt, everybody. They were giving away bikes like it was candy back then. Suzuki Contingency and stuff was crazy. But yeah, Ross Peterson, probably the lone racer I feel that might represent all these brands from prior to 90s. I feel. Okay, Ken, over to you. Suzuki. This should be good.
So the first motocross race I ever watched was, I was just at my friend's house and the TV happened to be on the channel where motocross was playing. And I remember Marco Dubé was racing JSR. And that's where I learned the first two names from the Canadian series. And I think JSR won, but it was a super close race. So the only thing I remember from Canadian history in Suzuki is Marco Dubé.
Do you remember what year that would have been?
It would have been...
I mean, you only have two choices.
I bet you it was like 2000.
Sorry. No, you got three choices. Sorry. Yeah, you got three. 98, 99, or 2000.
It would have been any one of those years. I couldn't narrow it inside of that.
Do you remember a number on any of their bikes?
2.
Okay. Now, what year was that?
2. He was number 2 in 2000. No, he's 18 in 2000. So it was right. 90. So it was 98.
98, 1998 it would have been.
I remember it was 2. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, he looked so cool with that carbon fiber axle helmet that year.
Those bikes look fucking good too. Those bikes always look good.
The Bill's pipe give me more bottom end. The Bill's pipe more bottom end. Okay, Noof, over to your brand. The Big Red, Ride Red. Who is your name that represents Honda of the brand in the history that you would know it?
JSR.
Yeah, I gotta say JSR 5 championships in a row. Right?
From 2000, I know he didn't race here the full series in 2000, but from 2000, I remember. No, yeah, because in 99 he did a couple races on a Honda too. Yeah, for Planet Honda. Planet Honda. So 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 3, 4, 5,
6.
No, when did they switch to Yamaha? Oh, 07. Yeah, so 06. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could go back to and say Carl Valancourt in the 90s.
Doug Hoover.
Yeah, I don't know that era. I don't know that era very well, right? So, but JSR, I mean, he was the Honda guy, right?
Yeah.
And obviously that changed over, and then you could go Colton after that, and then Dylan Wright after that. But
and if you even knew more moto history, JSR was a amateur phenom on Hondas till 1992, then switched to Suzuki 93, 94.
94, he was on Hondas, I think, wasn't he?
94, he went back to Honda. Yeah. 95, Honda. 96, Honda. 97, Suzuki. 98, Cowie. And then 99 back to Honda. So Honda's been definitely the premier part of his career. Yeah. And so, I would agree with that. Ken, who in your mind represents the Big Red Ride Machine?
Well, JSR for sure, because like most of that would be from listening to podcasts and you guys and all that kind of stuff. But in my experience as a fan, Dylan Wright for sure.
Yeah, Dylan Wright, and I mean, again, some could even say Colton Fasciotti, right? Colton Fasciotti, then Dylan Wright have kind of basically carried the flag the last, 12 years? 10 years?
Yeah.
10, 11 years?
Yeah.
Okay, the final brand, Blue Crew, Yamaha Canada, Yamaha Motor Canada. Noof, who represents the Blue Crew in your eyes for the longest, or who the face of the brand?
Ryan Gauld.
You took mine.
I know. I mean, I've been thinking here when you guys were talking, I was like, fuck, who am I going to say on Yamaha? I'm like, in the 90s, who is Yamaha? I mean, I don't know the Hoover. I don't know that late 80s very well. I know Ross, obviously.
Well, Ross is on Yamahas. Hoover was on Yamahas, back in the day. But Yamaha doesn't have a long-standing representation of one person. Literally, I have been there 30 years. I have been with the Blue Crew like 30. I had it 4 years, literally 4 years since 1987. 2 years on Hondas
like
and 2 years on KTM.
Every other one, like if you get into the 2000s, like who went to Yamaha? Like even with the Blackfoot thing, it was a short-lived thing, right? Like it was JSR was there for 2 years, Colton was there for a couple years. Going back
T-Dags, couple years.
T-Dags, couple years. You go back further than that. Doug DeHaan was there for a year. I remember when it was, or like Blair Morgan Yamaha, I guess, was around for only 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. There was never anything consistent. So I just picture number 5 with fucking green Fox gear on a Yamaha. So
fuck, I look good that year.
I just remember. I remember that. That's what and unfortunately, it fucking kills my soul. Trust me. I feel like driving into this fucking pine tree in front of me in my driveway, but it is what it is. So
wait a minute. You giving me kudos makes you want to kill yourself?
A little bit.
That's extreme. I don't know if I've ever gone that far. Like I get upset that Kevin Tyler would save you out of a burning building, but I'm not fucking killing myself. Holy Christ. We definitely need some therapy in this.
You gotta build yourself up, and then I can bring you down a notch.
Don't you know why I went to Yamaha at the end? I mean, I kind of felt like it was going to go that way. Sort of reading between the lines here. So I am Blue Crew. I'm Ken. I want this timestamp. I'm cutting this out. This is going to go on social this week. Ken, you're picking me as well.
I'm picking you as well.
Fuck, you guys are good guys. Answer. I mean, I do represent the company well. Like I bleed it. I bleed blue. I bleed it. And my very first bike ever was a Y-Zinger. Yellow with the number 1 on it right there. So speaking of the number 1 branded athlete here in Yamaha, right here.
Your night's been made. You're going to go upstairs and snuggle in with Amy, and just remember you're the face of Yamaha.
I am the face. Maybe I could squeeze some more advertising money out of them because of this. Okay, Kenny, over to you. What do you got for us this week?
Just wanted to go back to Supercross because I think few of our listeners like to just hear what you guys think of what's going on down south. So 3 rounds in, who do you think is going to win the title?
This is 450 class?
Yeah, 450.
Go ahead, Noof. I'll let you go first.
I mean, I always hate these questions because it's still so premature in the series, but you'd have to really, even Sexton won last weekend. He looked sketchy to me doing it. Like he looked a little bit out of his comfort zone going that pace on that bike right now. I really think that Hunter Lawrence is going to catch some fucking momentum here. He's been unbelievably good the last 2 weekends.
Yeah. But does he get the hump? He's got to get that over that hump, right?
He hasn't won a race yet, but and with saying that, I feel like Eli is going to be no worse than a podium, even on a bad night like we saw last weekend. So, if I was to put my money down right now, I'd go Eli Tomac. But, I feel that, and I could be completely crazy here, I feel that bike, at least from what I hear these other meatheads say, that, the setup, I think it works really good on those hard pack tracks, not as good on the soft tracks. From what I know, other KTM, I don't know. But if I had to put my money down, I go Tomac, but I think you're going to see something special at 100. He was really good the last 2 weekends.
And he's good soft stuff too, I think, right? Like, he's pretty well-rounded, but I would agree. My
favorite part of it is I haven't watched a bad race yet. So that's the good news. Nothing's been boring. So
I would go. I mean, I was an underdog guy. I would have loved to see Kenny. But I feel like he's already, I don't know, he's still in it, but not, I don't know.
Kenny's going to have more of those. I'm the same way, and I'd love to see him, but he's going to have more of those races where he goes down in the first corner, can only get back to 8th or 9th, right? So you can't do that in these championships, especially when the top, like, look at the points spread already. It's pretty big, right?
Yeah, like Cooper Webb's, what, he's 24 down, and Kenny's like 18 or something 18, like that. Yeah, so I don't know, but I'm going Tomac. I just I feel he can hang on. I do like Newf's theory of Hunter Lawrence, but I'm going to say Tomac right now. Ken, what say you?
Well, it's hard to pick Hunter, even though he's been really impressive. It's hard to pick him because just hasn't really won one yet. But I cheer for Tomac, so I'm just going to go with that.
Does anybody else win a race in the 250 class other than Deegan on the West?
Yeah, I still think Kitchen will get one.
Do you think Rider Defense Cisco wins a race this year?
No,
I don't.
He hasn't. No. He's got the podium hump, but not a wing hump.
No. Can you imagine if you're Chance Hymas today?
Oh my God, fuck.
That's a career that could be completely fucking, God, he's been hurt a lot. Jesus. There's no way he's keeping that ride next year unless he wins Motos Outdoors, which he could because Deegs is going to be out of the class. But that injury with a torn labrum, that's going to be tough to be back and ready by fucking June. I can tell you that much. So.
Chance Hymas to Dylan Wright, Gopher Dunes Honda in 2027.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's a bummer. Big time. Jesus, that's a bummer. Yeah. Kid can't just catch a break for sure.
But Levi Kitchen's a complete disaster out there.
Oh my gosh. Can't even get out of the first turn, damn it. Like he's only got 100 yards in him.
Maybe he should fire his riding coach.
Who's his coach?
Real Deal Rob. Big Rob.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Robbie Burkhardt.
Skittles. No,
I'm just joking. I like Rob. But no,
what is a beauty. Yeah.
Like how at that level, how do you go down in the first corner 3 weekends in a row?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's fucking that's a faux pas. That is a faux pas.
And my last thing here, because I do got to get going, but I don't like Deegan. Jesus, I have a hard time.
I think you're in the higher percent. There's it's an 80% rate of that feeling. I feel
like I don't even know. Like I always just. Man, back like, this is going to sound weird, but like fanboy stuff. Like I used to like, and I became friends with these guys, but like Grant Langston, man, I always just remember like, oh my God, I like want to be friends with that guy. He's so cool. Like, fuck, he's just a down to earth guy. Grant Langston, guys like that. You get him. I couldn't care less if I was ever in a room with fucking Hayden Deegan. Like I wouldn't get that. I wouldn't get that same thing because I just think he'd be just a prick to you. He'd be a dick.
He doesn't come across as somebody you want to hang out with. That is for sure.
And maybe he's different behind the scenes because I do think a lot of it's fucking scripted and Brian doing this and that. But like, I can't knock his riding, but man, he is not. I guess maybe it's because we're getting older too. I don't know. Maybe because we're older.
No, it has a little bit of that.
I'm sure our parents didn't think that Jeremy McGrath was as cool as we thought he was as cool because they thought
my kids don't like him. My kids don't like him. Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Meston doesn't like him either. So, I don't know. It's just it's unfortunate because I think that's the society that we live in, that's what he's trying to play to, and which is scary.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I think that's a wrap, boys. Another hell of a show. He
reminds me of that number 5 Ryan Gauld with the green gear on.
Face of Blue Crew. Big shout out to Racetech.com. Thank you so much, Checkers and the gang. Visit those guys. Visit the website. They don't just do suspension. They do motors, all kinds of stuff in America. And of course, Charlie Johnson Races Suspension. He's our Racetech guy here in Canada. And he is the guy behind the fastest man at the practice track right now, Jaden Riley. So drink that Kool-Aid. Racetech. GopherNews.com. Yamaha Motor Canada. Blue Crew. I'm your face. Hit me up. I can put you in anything. That's what we do. You want a piano? I'll give you one of those too. Grip and Rip MX. Thank you to Griffin the gang for the merch. KTM, Husqvarna and GasGas, Matrix Customs Canada, Ammo Racing, Atlas Brace, Hall Race Fuels, Renegade
Atlas
Race
Protection.
Fuels. Atlas Protection. My fault, Noof. That's right. Atlas Protection. Okay? Atlas Protection.
Just trying to stay in the good books at work.
Next thing you know, they'll be making rubbers and shit for protection as well. They'll do it at all. Just like Noof, he does it all. Boys, thanks for your time this evening. Ken, it's a Wednesday show. Your fans, the 4 or 5 of them, they're mad, but we did a good job. Congratulations.
Let's real quick, when's the prediction of the next show? Will it happen next Sunday, or will it be... What's going to happen here?
We might have to pick the pace up here. I might have to pull something out of my ass again. I don't know. We'll see.
Cheers, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Banging on doldrums, just couldn't get out of bed today. Banging on doldrums seems to find me anyway. Well, I swallow 10,000 pills, drink 500 pills, and still I get up to face the day. Banging on those drums, just couldn't get out of bed today.